Hi Aquarius, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your shift reading for the month of October. So these shifts are really looking at the shift that we are collectively making from Virgo season into Libra season, and specifically how that is affecting you, Aquarius. And so we're going to be looking at the shape that you are shifting out of and the shape that you are shifting into and what that shift looks and feels like for you. So before I get into pulling cards here from the Spolia Tarot, I was meditating on your energy and a very specific image came. I saw out of like the left field of my vision an eye come in, and it was reptilian, and I realized it was a crocodile's eye. And it blinked open kind of slowly but deliberately, and I saw that it had that reptilian, the pupil that's just that line, and I could see the scales of the crocodile, and the eye was looking at me, and then it just submerged itself, and I had the feeling that I didn't know where it went. And there seems to be something coming through here about awakening, because that's what I feel about an eye opening. And I'm also remembering a reading perhaps mid-September that came through for you, although it could have been beginning of September, but I think it was mid-September, this idea of like almost the eye of the Cyclops opening. It had a similar vibe, but this time it was very much reptilian. So something about perhaps primal instincts awakening. The reptilian brain, something in the emotional realm, something in the emotional instinctual part of the nervous system awakening, and then submerging. So it's like it's asking you to then submerge, to get into the waters, the deeper part of the waters where perhaps things are a bit murkier, where we can't totally suss out clearly what's going on for us emotionally. That's where we're submerging. That's where the awakening is coming from, Aquarius. And then I heard this message of, hold on, I'm just trying to remember. Sneaking up on you. And so perhaps this could be something like emotionally sneaking up on you, like your emotions sneaking up on you, or the way that you feel about something way, way, way deep down inside, sort of rising up and sneaking up on you the way a crocodile hunts. They remain submerged so that their prey has no idea where they are. And you can see that moment, watch some David Attenborough, and you'll see that moment. You just see the croc's eye above water, and we have no idea where it's going to resurface. And when it does, it's usually the moment of attack. So there's something about deep submerging, and maybe those emotions from the deep sneaking up on you, a sneak attack. I don't want to scare you, because although it may be scary, it may feel a bit scary when those emotions seem to come out of nowhere, or come out of the depths that you just didn't know existed in you. But that kind of awakening is always for the better, it's always for the good. Okay. Wow. I just split the deck to shuffle, and look at this, bottom of the deck. Your card, Aquarius. Focus, dang it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, there we go. Oh man, we had it for a second. Whatever. This beautiful card. Look at that. There's your card, the Star, Aquarius. And then exactly the energy I just read, which is, and it was in the reverse, but I just flipped it up right. King of Cups. King of Cups can sometimes be that emotional energy sneaking up, you know, a bit of a withholding of emotion, and then all of a sudden there it is. Interesting. Okay, let's shuffle these cards for you and see what wants to come out in your shift in October. Okay. What shape is Aquarius shifting out of in the month of October? 1 second. Ugh, okay. Interesting. 10 of Coins. Oh boy, we're gonna have camera focusing issues today. Okay. So 10 of Coins. This is a bunch of people working together in a garden under a very solid, stable structure, perhaps a home structure. And when I pulled this, I immediately felt something about family. Something about family, home, stable structure, stable family, home structure. You know, it's like something to do with that. That's what's shifting. You know, maybe you are shifting out of the shape of family person, you know, shifting out of the shape of focusing super hard on the home front, on the homestead, on focusing on your stability. And let's see what shape you're shifting into, Aquarius, in the month of October. What shape is Aquarius shifting into? Temperance. Sag energy. So we're moving from earth to fire. It's interesting here. Shifting from earth to fire, Aquarius. What is this? It seems to me it's something about a focus on the spirit, you know, because look closely here. Look at, you know, the grasses underneath. This creature in particular, the same color as the grass, has some scales on it, and that is reminding me of the crocodile that I saw in the beginning of your reading here, like emerging up out of the tall grasses. There's something here about, like, it honestly, it feels like your spirit is, or like your emotional self, your spirit, your soul is like hunting you in a really exciting way. And yeah, it can feel scary to be hunted. But to me, it's kind of hot, you know, like it's kind of, it's leading to something really, really big for you. And I'm noticing these, I'm not sure if they're irises, these flowers, what kind of flower they are. But they're like, do you hear the sirens? They're just unfolding and just sort of like very lavishly, like dripping open, if you can catch my drift. Almost like blanketing. And then, what is that? I think it's just the background of the moon. This like blood moon in the back. It is, but blood feels like spirit to me. It is fire element, you know, the heart carries that life force energy around the body as an extension. You know, if your blood is an extension of your spirit, That's almost what's happening too in this like outfit that this being is wearing. You could almost see it as blood flow. You see what I mean? Something's going on, Aquarius. Let's see if we can get some more details here, okay? So that's the shape you're shifting out of and into, some sort of fire awakening, taking the focus away from earth type vibe, you know, stability, family, foundation, and more into a spiritual awakening. And you know, temperance for me is the unseen hands. That is co-creation with the unseen forces that are at work in our lives, right along with us, you know, right alongside us. And I think they're bringing some sort of life force awakening for you, which is often an energy I pick up with you, Aquarius. So let's see what that shift looks like. What does that shift look like for Aquarius in October? The Devil just came out and onto the floor. We got something else and a couple other things. Okay. Be right back. Ooh. Okay. What have we got for you, Aquarius? Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't mean to laugh. Okay. Whatever this is seems to be throwing you off balance a bit, which is funny since we're in Libra season. Libra being all about balance. The sirens are still going, by the way. Really interesting for a Saturday. Check this out. Devil and the moon. This is major arcana energy. All right, so this is energy of feeling a bit in the dark about what's going on. Oh my gosh, this is actually the narrative that I felt in your visualization of the crocodile, if we see this like devil monster perhaps as something submerged, emerging through, you know, allowing what was previously unseen in the energy of the moon. Because when we're in the moon, sometimes things are hidden from us. And then it's like the devil emerges and suddenly we can see it. Suddenly it's right on top of us. And we're like, oh my gosh, okay. That's what's been lurking underneath this whole time. That's what's been lying in wait for just the right moment for it to be revealed to me. Because the thing about devil energy is like, we have to be ready to see this. We have to be ready to see these parts of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that lie in the subliminal, that lie where we prefer to keep them usually, because then we don't have to constantly be confronted with the aspects of ourselves that we have a hard time understanding. And yet here it is, emerging like the crocodile through the moonlight here. Again, moon, emotions, intuition, the watery realm. This is and Cancer, you know, this is about the heart. This is something very emotional for you that is rising up now to be really faced. And I think when that thing rises up, it knocks you off balance, because look what we have. The Two of Coins and Justice in reverse. So when they are in the upright, here's what they look like. This person is doing a lot, all right? They are running, they seem to be trying to move quickly and light on their feet while also juggling these two coins. You know, it's like constantly keeping all the balls in the air. juggling your spiritual nature with the earthly demands that are all around you. Family, home, stability, money, these kinds of things. Trying to juggle all of that and keep it all balanced, you know, to keep your agreements. This feels like your agreements, the things that you have obliged your energy to, be it work, family, home, whatever that is. But something is coming up out of the subliminal realm, out from your depths. And I think, you know, because this is really how the cards came out, it may throw you for a bit of a loop here. You are perhaps unable to keep all these balls in the air and keep your agreements in the face of this crocodile, in the face of this emotional energy that you are really being asked to look at here. Throws you a bit for the loop, but you have to understand, you know, this is the shape you're shifting into here with Temperance. If this is the unseen hands, then whatever this is that has surfaced is divinely guided. It's here for your highest good and greatest eventual joy. Even if it doesn't feel super joyful in the moment, because these 4 cards that came out to describe how the shift looks for you, how it feels for you, I'll just let you see them all at once so you can see what I'm seeing. You know, that's a lot of the same color palette. That deep, dark underbelly of you. You know, that's really what's coming into focus here. And perhaps throwing things off balance in order for you to awaken. You know, that image I keep getting with you of the eye, in order for you to see something. There's something you need to see, and it's emotional. Very. And like, it, you know, this has to do with your life force. This has to do with what makes your blood hot. Because that's what I just keep seeing. I just keep seeing this outfit that this person is wearing as like hot blood coursing through their body, through their energy meridians, through their blood vessels, through the pathways. Because it's just time for these channels within you to, you know, it's like what has been lying dormant must now awaken. Okay. Interesting. So, the Illuminated Earth deck wants to speak to you for an oracle card. So we're gonna oblige. What's the clarity here for Aquarius in this October shift? It's a deluge. It is the flood, Aquarius. It's the floodgates opening. This is exactly the energy. It's exactly what I'm talking about with this like awakening, this hot blood suddenly flooding your body with like sparks flying, vitality, coursing. It's like, I keep saying it's like hot, you know, like it's lusty. It's a lust for life suddenly, and a pull towards the things that awaken you in that way, away from the things that feel like, you know, obligatory or, you know, whatever, and into the things that awaken you. Because here's the deal, and it is emotional, because look, the deluge is water. It's a water flood. Because so much earth energy without fire is not balanced, you know? And if Libra season is about balance, sometimes the pendulum has to swing in order to then regain your footing. But I think perhaps it looks like, for those of you who I'm picking up on, this month the pendulum swings. And I also want to say something about the flood. Flood energy can destroy. You know, it washes clean, it offers a reset, and it also can destroy what is in its path. But it's often necessary, you know. It's almost like nature's naturally occurring forest fires that reset the ecosystem. That's a similar energy that's coming through with this deluge. Wow. Okay. Aquarius, I'm going to continue to pull cards here in an extended reading. I think we need some clarity on what exactly is this crocodile? You know, what is the catalyst for this crocodile surfacing for you? In what ways is it throwing you off balance? How can you maintain your footing, if you can maintain your footing during this shift? And then, like, eventually, where is this shift leading? You know, what's after the temperance energy? What's the next shift here? So I'm going to keep pulling cards in an extended reading for you. If you are interested in that, you can follow the link below in the description box over to my Patreon, where you will have access to that extended reading. Okay, so at the most affordable tier, you will have access to the reading for your sun sign for this October shift reading. So Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm about to show you a quick little preview of what that extended reading is going to get into, just so that you have an idea of whether it's continuing to resonate for you or not. All right, so stick around and you can check that out and decide whether you want to join me there. If not, thank you so much for watching, Aquarius, and I'll talk to you soon. Sorry, that kind of hit me. The Five of Cups. I just said breaking agreements, and then this card flew out, and that hurt. That felt really painful. So, you know, I could be speaking to someone here, Aquarius, that is letting go of a relationship, or letting go of something that is just past, you know, it's just past energy at this point. And it's like, you kind of have to admit that to yourself. It looks like this person has to admit that. There's this dried, what I'm seeing is a dried rose on the table here. And it's almost like this person's really finally looking at that and going, okay,